In this episode of the Law of Attraction, I'm going to be asking you exactly what you desire most. And I don't want you to just ask for what you think you should want. I want you to act as if you are alone. No one's going to hear you. No one's going to know what you asked for. The universe walks into the room and says, there is no limitations to what you can want. What is it that you asked for? 90% of the time, what we think we want and what we really want subconsciously is so different. So the only way you are going to figure out what you want is if you take your time with this process. If you're patient and you take your time and you put the time aside to work on this step, the other steps are going to be easier. You want to stop giving energy to the things you don't want. So at this stage, this is where it's the beginning. So yes, you can kind of give it a little energy right now, but it's more so to help you get rid of it. Say goodbye to it. I want you to start using the language I can, I do, I have. I want you to pick a section in your life: education, career, spirituality, and I want you to think about all the things in that section of your life that you don't want. And on the contrast side, I want you to write down everything you don't like, don't want, can't do, everything about that part of your life that really frustrates you. When I did this, it took me 7 days to go through every part of my life that I wanted to change. And for each list, I tried my hardest to have between 50 and 100 things. Yeah, it's a lot, I know. So you're going to do a line over to your clarity side beside each point of your contrast. And you're going to say the opposite of the things you don't want. After writing down all of your clarities, when you go back to the top of the page and read back over it, and you're going to put a line through the contrast as if you're crossing it out of your life. And I want you to read out loud the clarity. And from reading the things that you do want, that you want to have, and saying to yourself you have them already, it should increase your vibrational energy, and that will be put back out into the universe, and you should get those things in return. The next step I find probably the most fun. For me personally, this is just something that worked for me, because the way I look at it, I'm a YouTuber. And this step is all about pretending to be a movie star in your own life and writing a script, like a movie script, to your desired life. And you are the main role. So for this particular section, you are literally just writing your happy ending. You've defeated the bad guys. The world is at peace. You've met the love of your life. Everything, all the dominoes leading up to this have finally fallen, and it's all aligned, and it's your happy ending. Now, when you imagine this movie moment, I want you to really picture it in first person, your hands in front of you, as if you're literally living it and doing it. You are the actor, you are the main character, and you are seeing the things happening around you. I write it all down, I journal it, and it took me a few times of journaling to really figure out what it was that I was trying to manifest. You can do this for different sections of your life, or you can pick a particular section of your life and just focus on that, but you're going to script exactly what you want for your happy ending in first person, as if it has already happened and you're sitting on the couch in pure bliss. Credits roll, you've achieved your goals, congratulations. Is it you at a beach sipping cocktails in the Bahamas or in Thailand, wherever you are, with all of your friends and your family and a big yacht in front of you? You know what I mean? You don't have to limit yourself to what you want. Like, your end sequence can literally be as crazy as you want it to be, but it just needs to be what you really want. So go back to the contrast and clarity list, look at your clarities, and you've defined what you wanted already. So now put those clarities into this script. If you're trying to manifest a yacht, I want you to describe it. I want you to describe what it looks like, what it is, what model it is, what color it is, what it's like when you step onto it, what it's like when you walk onto the main deck or standing in front of the wheel of it. Like, I want you to really be specific and clarify exactly the details you see in front of you as it's happening. Do not hold back. Get into it. Go after it. The world is your oyster. Get rid of the concept that you can't have it. You can have it. Start writing about it, start journaling, become the main actor of your own movie, and believe that that is the reality of your life. And I promise you, manifestation is going to be so fun and positive that the second the universe feels that fun, positive energy, that it is going to return it to you. Do this in the morning or do it at night, whenever you want to do it. But then when you're done, I want you, and you feel good, you've increased your energy, I want you to close that book, put it away, and I want you to forget about it. Let it go, let it into the universe, and live in the now with that energy. So I'm currently in the process of prepping mine. And honestly, like, I have so fun with stuff like this. I'm such a crafty person that I genuinely enjoy doing this. And it is fun, and you want to have fun doing it. So like I said before, if you don't have fun doing things like that and it's stressing you out, stop doing it. Just don't do it. You want to constantly be in a fun, creative, positive, and happy mindset. And if it is decreasing that energy, don't do it. Walk away from it, or, try and put the work into it. But if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. There's nobody literally holding you to it and saying you have to do this. This is the only way this is going to work. The way these sections work is that they work when they work for you. So like I said, the vision board prep and doing the vision board, you don't have to do it. It's not going to increase your chances. It'll only increase your chances is if you genuinely enjoy it. So at this particular stage, you're literally just prepping. So for the vision board, because in the next stage, you're actually going to do the vision board. I want you to go back to your clarity list and use that. And I want you to go back to your scripting that you were doing as the movie actor. And I want you to look at that and really just hone in on exactly what you want again. And write it down underneath each section of your life that you want to put on your vision board. In this section, you're going to be prepping by looking for the material to put on your vision board. When you look at your vision board, it really, really needs to be visually appealing for you. Look at other people's vision boards, even print off photos of other people's vision boards or whatever. Put it on your phone for just inspiration when you're out and about. And let's say you see a magazine and the front of the magazine really appeals to you, or that particular magazine is going to have stuff that you can cut out in it. I want to really emphasize though, you do not have to spend money on a vision board. If you want to use your vision board, you can make them on your phone, on your laptop, on an iPad, whatever you find the most fun and the most creative. It's really trying to figure out what's going to be visually appealing for you so that every time you look at it and read it, you feel energized, fun, creative, and you go out into the world, and like I said before, you're putting that energy and you get that energy in return. So with the law of attraction, there's a lot of journaling involved, a lot of writing down, if that's what you like. I personally love journaling. I love writing things down, and you are going to be using journals for pretty much everything. Go out of your way to buy a journal that makes you happy. As I said before, you don't have to do this. You can literally do your journals on your laptop if that makes you more happy. There's so many apps you can use for journaling, but I personally love buying journals. I love stationery in general, not gonna lie. I'm going to create my own stationery line in the future, which I'm going to be putting out there and selling it, so keep an eye out for that well in the future. I love journals, so I specifically pick up journals that make me feel good or happy or excited, because then every time you go to use that journal, it is going to increase your vibrational energy. The same goes for the pens, the markers, pencils, whatever you use. You want to buy things that when you look at it, you feel good. I actually ordered these on Amazon and it's so silly, but they're pastel highlighters. Oh my gosh, they're pastel highlighters. I literally ordered them on Amazon and they're on their way. The thought of using these little pastel highlighters in my journals makes me so excited. And by being excited, using this specific journal and these specific materials for the journal, it is increasing your vibrational energy. And when you're scripting and you're writing the things you want or being grateful for the things you have, it is going to put that energy into the universe and you are going to get that energy in return. I know I keep repeating myself, I'm like a broken record, but that is just what's going to happen. Sun is all about creating a physical and mental space for the things that you desire and want. As an example, for me, I want a YouTube studio, my own YouTube studio in the future. I would create space in my room where I got a new desk, I got a new chair, I got new background, and I would create space in my room where I was going to put that. And then every time I look at it, it's supposed to make me feel excited and I can't wait to get this. And then when you walk away from it, that feel good feeling you got from it, you're supposed to let that feeling go into the world and live in the now. So obviously, like I said before, you want to let go of want and desire, but sometimes in the morning it's really good to do your visualizations. So one thing I have, as you can probably see just here, is a silver YouTube plaque with 100,000 subscribers on it. printed that picture of a plaque off. I Tippexed out the name on it, wrote my name on it, and stuck the little piece of paper on my wall. So I see it now every single day when I walk up to increase my vibrational energy, to make me feel good about myself. And then when I walk out in the morning, I let go of the thought of it and I just live in that energy. This little bottle, this is going to sound silly, but let's say if you're trying to attract an award into your life, find something that feels like an award or feels like something that you would hold on a stage, stand in front of your mirror giving the speech you would have for that moment. And then that's going to make you feel like you're in that moment and like you are doing it and that you have it already. So as I said, this is just like the prep stage. I will go into all of that stuff in more detail in the next stage. But right now I'm just giving you guys ideas of ways to prep for your believe stage. So one thing that I actually found really fun, and you guys are really going to start seeing like genuine attraction for like stationery, is to get cue cards or make your own, whatever makes you happy. And on each of those cards, you're going to write an affirmation. So I am in constant abundance. And then I want you guys to get a little box, whether it's a shoe box you decorated or a little box you bought in a shop, whatever it is. And you're going to put all of these affirmations in the box. And so then when you're on the next stage of the law of attraction, you know, it's all about, you know, increasing your positive energy, and you can pick out like 2 or 3 affirmations out of this box at random and like read them to yourself and think about them throughout the day. Or, you know, have a list of affirmations on your phone ready to go. So if you are in a certain headset, it will kind of help you to get out of that headset. So this is just prep for the next stage. So for each of my videos and my episodes, I want to give you guys an example of a person who has a positive energy or positive story that they share. And one example I wanted to give you guys was Kevin Hart. If you've seen the Joe Rogan podcast with Kevin Hart on it, he is such a positive and like motivational person. I recommend looking up his story or looking at that Joe Rogan podcast that he's talking on. It really increased my vibrational energy and genuinely gave me hope for the future. And I think that's the kind of stuff he likes to do, is to really just like influence and encourage people to go after the things that they really want in their dream life. So I just want to read out here, I have it here in front of me, something that he said in the podcast that really sat with me personally, and it really made me feel, you know, motivated to get up and go and achieve. So he said, Kevin Hart, we're all writing a book. What does your book look like? What does your fucking book look like? You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? So he basically was just describing that like we all are writing our own stories and we're like creating our own life. Do you really want to close your book and feel like you didn't achieve all the things you wanted in life? Are you going to close your book and feel like you genuinely did everything you possibly could to have the best possible life that you really, really wanted? He believed in positivity and taking action towards your goals. If you can think of someone else who's doing what you already want to do, why can't you do it? What's stopping you? Nothing is stopping you. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe that you are genuinely going to achieve your dreams and your goals if you start right now. Take action in your own life to achieve your true dream life. Move forward head first into the reality that you want to create. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Don't let them create doubt in your mind. Stop following the status quo. Only limitation is your own mindset and your beliefs. So if you believe you genuinely can achieve these things, I promise you, you will. There is always a way out there to get what you really want. Always. And if you believe in it and genuinely figure out what you exactly want and ask for it, you will get it. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but it will happen. Having patience and taking action and knowing absolutely that you are going to be there one day. Like I said, Kevin Hart was a great example. His positivity, his entire action towards life and his entire mindset is just so toxic. It's so enjoyable to watch, and it really will motivate you to do the same things and just to really just constantly achieve. Like one thing he said as well that I really enjoyed was like he's never content. Like he never sits back and relaxes. He always wants more. He wants more for himself. He wants more for his family. He wants to genuinely say to himself when he closes his book that Kevin Hart did that and you need to do the same thing. You need to look at your book and say to yourself right now, you're on chapter whatever. Do you want to continue on this way? Is each chapter going to look like that? Are you going to actually try and write chapters of your life that you are proud of, that you genuinely would enjoy? Like, would you read your own book? Would you read it? Like right now, would you read your own book? If the answer is no, then you need to start asking yourself, what do you really want to read in your book? And that is what this stage is all about. Ask yourself, what do you want to read in your book? What is it that you want to see on the pages in front of you? So that one day when you close that book, like Kevin Hart said, you can genuinely be proud of the result. That is the whole point of the law of attraction. You need to stop living in the mindset that you have to live the way you're living right now. No, you don't. You literally don't. You do not have to. Ask yourself what you want and go for it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.